up, guys? Today I'm going to be checking out the movie A Quiet Place Day 1. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've never seen any of the Quiet Place movies. I know, before you start throwing your fire and beer cans, listen to me. I'm kind of interested in seeing this movie. I looked it up. So this is technically a prequel, so this is when it all started. So this is a good start. So then maybe I can see the other two Quiet Place movies. I know the concept, really cool concept, and I think it'll be a really good horror movie, honestly. So I'm pretty interested. So without further ado, let's just get into it. I originally wanted to get a Quiet Place t-shirt, but just didn't get it in time. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's go see A Quiet Place Day 1. Oh, shit. Make your 10th cameo, Dee Dee. Ever. God, you are such a fucking fat ass. It's Shimu. Okay, guys, we're at the theater and we're here to see A Quiet Place Day 1, so let's go. We're at the cinema. Movie starts in like 10 minutes though, so I might get a drink. That's the longest self-checkout moment I've ever had. Like, it's over teched out, if you guys know what I mean. I could barely figure it out. Swipe the card, you scan and go. You don't gotta press, oh, approve this, approve that, approve that. Fuck. Wow, there's actually some really exciting horror movies coming out. I am in the smallest theater, I swear. That's my spray paint. Holy shit, guys. This movie got me. I gotta take a minute. It actually made me cry like my ass off. Oh, God. Awesome movie. Great movie. Yeah, that... Oh. Oh my God. I gotta stop being so emotional. Yeah, that movie was fucking just... I have one word. Fantastic. Oh, shit. Oh my God, my hair looks awful. Guys, I gotta admit it. This movie was just sad. I cried. I don't know why. It was just... Oh, this movie emotionally tore me. This movie was fan-fucking-tastic. Oh my God. I am definitely checking out A Quiet Place, but not just that, A Quiet Place Part 2. This is one of the actual first horror movies that has actually managed to make me cry as well. And honestly, I'm glad I was the only one in the theater. I don't understand why I was the only one in the theater, because this movie was just really good. But I'm kind of glad, because I was actually like teared up. I was like, oh my God. That's literally like just me in the theater. I was... Alright, let's just get into the good things. I don't think there is a single bad thing about this movie. They take a crazy concept, and not just that, they pull it off. Like, that sounds good on paper, you would think. Now, this is not true, obviously, now, because they proved that it's not like that. But you would think that if you hear A Quiet Place, monsters come, and if you speak, you get eaten. That's a cool concept, but it also could get very boring pretty damn quick. because there's no talking in the movie. But guys, I assure you, even though there's not much talking or much script in this movie, wow, this movie is so good at telling a personal story. I don't know how all the other Quiet Place films are, because I've never seen them, but I am definitely interested in the story. Now, I've heard it's more about family, from a family's aspect from the first two movies, and I don't see... I can tell these are very different films. You're gonna like this as a Quiet Place fan, or you're gonna hate this as a Quiet Place fan. That's just my opinion, but I could be wrong, because I'm new to this franchise, but they take a great concept. For me, this was a really good movie. Like, Joseph Quinn, man, everything he is in is so good. Like, he's such an underrated ass actor. Every time, I have high hopes about him being Human Torch. I have high hopes. I think he might be the best one. Sorry, Chris Evans, you're the best Captain America, but not the greatest. We're not here to talk about that. Anyway, what I mean by emotional and more of a focused story is because really, even though there are people dealing with this outbreak and they kind of show how this city was like, and then these aliens come and a lot of destruction, and honestly guys, I feel like destruction in horror can work, but I also feel like when it's on screen, I feel like it's more action than it is horror. Do you know what I mean? But this movie, it makes sense why there's destruction. And that horror is still there. Like, a great example of destruction and horror working. Literally this game, The Evil Within, still fucking terrifying, but has massive destruction. And A Quiet Place Day One had that. It had this cancer patient, played by Lupita Nyong'o. I have no idea how to pronounce her last name, but she does always great, and the acting in this movie is just fucking phenomenal. Oh my god! Like, even though there's not much dialogue, I kid you not, there are so many times I can just visually see the emotion, the happiness Joseph Quinn's character, Eric, tries to bring to her. So basically, the outbreak happens and she's on her own. And I have an emotional connection with cats. And I think that's a part of why this movie kind of made me cry. Because I will be going into spoiler territory, but yeah, just click out. I just recommend this movie. But anyway, this is just, it's such a tearjerker because I feel like the cat's gonna die every time it's on screen. It runs away. And this is a film that knows how to build up intensity. Actually, this movie managed to actually fucking scare me, like jump scare me first. Not like jump scare, I didn't like scream like, ah! Like, I jumped, I was like, jeez. And I feel like it just builds a lot of intensity because I feel like anything can go quiet. Like, that's why most horror movies make it go quiet before the jump scare, because with this movie, I feel like it's a better opportunity to do that because this whole movie is based on the Quiet Game, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? But she tries to, like, survive, and Joseph Quinn's character ends up coming along. Like, there are standouts too, like the main guy. He dies right away, unfortunately. I kind of saw that coming because, I mean, there's only 2 characters on this poster. And Joseph Quinn's character is really, really just such a good character. Like, his acting is so good. Like, he's not afraid in this movie to show his true emotion. Like, he's a very scared person. He's lost, he's a survivor, he doesn't know what to do, he's crying, he's fucking scenes, like, there's just intense ass scenes where later in the movie they get underwater and they're trying to swim away from the creature, and they literally eat people up, and it's fucking crazy. It's so well done. And towards the end of the movie, this is what emotionally got me. They knew sooner or later they were gonna die. Like, I could just tell by their body language, their emotion, I could tell they're just like, yeah, it's gonna happen. We're gonna die. I could tell all hope was lost and they just wanted to live, you know? And the acting is so well done. The dialogue where the girl explains like her dad died, like it's a sad backstory. They give backstory to these characters and they go together really well. And at the end of the movie, where I fucking just lost it. She literally sacrifices herself to get him on this boat. So this boat takes survivors and gets them away from the outbreak and the aliens. And she starts, before she starts smacking like car windows open to make noise, she gives her cat to give this man comfort. And that right there, I remember in the theaters, I'm like, oh my god, no, no. I knew it was gonna happen too because her body language, like I said, just she starts kissing it, she starts like rubbing it really weirdly. I'm like, oh no, she's not. And she gives it to him, and he starts crying into the cat, starts loving the cat. It's so well done. Then she sacrifices herself. He jumps, gets away, gets in the boat, and yes, that's how this movie ends, on a really dark note. She does the old, it's kind of cliche, but she gives a note, and when I saw that too, that also pulled at my heartstrings. I'm like, oh my god, you're gonna do a fucking note segment? Are you serious? And the last shot is of her listening to music, and the alien comes, and obviously she dies. Yeah, very, very dark ending. I gotta watch the other Quiet Place movies, guys, because this was an absolute blast to watch. One of the very few horror movies that actually managed to make me cry, laugh, be scared. Like, the fucking creatures in here were terrifying. This is, without a doubt, getting the golden TV. This might be one of the best horror movies of the year. I'm gonna give it a 79%. But without that out of the way, guys, if you guys have seen this movie, if you guys haven't, just go see it. If you have, tell me what you thought about it down in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Who doesn't like free stuff? So with that out of the way, I'll see you next time. Peace. I do gotta tell you something though, guys, quick. I was actually gonna do this video I just thought of that idea, but I was like, no, no.